Jay and Mo, Josh and Joe. It is Tuesday, January 20th. And Joe, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Indiana finally completed the epic season they had. 16-0. 16-0. Well done, Indiana. This is one of the craziest sports turnarounds in history because they had like 750 total football losses in the history of that franchise, which is the second most of all time, I believe. Second most of all time.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
And they completed the 16-0 national championship run with a Heisman Trophy winner in Mendoza. And, Joe, we finally got a good game. Finally got a good national championship game.
It had been a minute.
It had since 2018. If you look at from 2018 till last year, here let me just show you. It was Ohio State Notre Dame 34-23 last year. Michigan Washington 34-13. Georgia TCU game 65-7. Georgia Alabama 33-18. Alabama Ohio State 52-24. LSU Clemson 42-25, which that game at halftime was actually pretty decent. Clemson Alabama 44-16 in 2018 for the 2018 season. It's been a while.
Yeah, no, it definitely has been a while. I mean, because I guess I was picturing some good playoff games as well leading up to the championship. But yeah, you're right. There had been quite a bit of blowout championships.
Yeah, and dude, I congrats to Indiana. Even if this is one of those seasons where even if they have losing seasons for the next 20 years, they can still think back and point to this season. They can point to this season and how I know is because we had that season in 2019.
I was about to say, this is their 2019 season.
Correct, yeah. And I even think we had a better team than that. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. We're going to give Indiana their time to shine. Dude, honestly, it was a pretty gutsy performance by both teams. Like, I think Miami hung in there. Like, they did not go away without a fight, and I commend them for that.
Yeah. They definitely, I mean, I felt like Miami had to come in and play like a physical game, and like Indiana decided to match them on it.
Yeah. They
didn't decide to like deter away from it. They went head to head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Indiana was on a roll too, and they just it was kind of a win-win for me because I picked Indiana because I knew the blowouts in the national championship game, and like it was just it was whatever. I lost my bet, but everything else went according to like the ideal way it could have gone for me. Carson Beck, can't stand him. We all know that. He's a bum. He bummed it out. He was hot garbage.
I felt like Miami's game plan was for Carson Beck to not lose the game for him. Like the whole entire game, I mean, shoot, they were just running the ball most of the time.
Well, I mean, when Mark Fletcher did that run in the beginning of the second half, that was huge. I mean, Malachi Toney, it's like, just hand the ball off and throw screens. Like, just don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
And he fucked it up.
Well, he had to do something. So, like, with the final drive, it was like, all right, let's see if Carson Beck can do at least one drive for us. And it was like, nope.
I think Indiana took our advice. They had some titties out there in the opposing end zone. He got distracted.
Oh, yeah? So
yeah.
Had some titties out there?
I mean, there's no other explanation for it. In my opinion, No.
I also don't think Carson Beck just enjoys football.
I don't mean either.
He doesn't look like he's having fun out there.
No, he does it for the titties.
Yeah.
That's it.
And like, you don't have to be happy all the time. I get, like, the competitive spirit a lot of times will drive,
Yeah, they're like, focused in.
They're focused in. They're locked in. Yeah, you can get angry, but, I mean, typically it's because you have that strong competitive spirit that you're trying to win, that you really just want. But if you notice, like, anytime he has, like, a bad play or something like that, he's like, oh, whatever.
Yeah. No, you gotta try and have fun. It's the coach's job to not smile, as we've seen with Kirk Cincinnati, which we did get a smile at the end of the game.
We did get a smile.
That was weird. I've never seen that before in my life.
Yeah.
It was bizarre. We got the scowl, the look.
Yep, the eyebrow.
The eyebrow, yeah. We got the whole Cignetti experience. But, yeah, man, Mendoza, balls of steel. That was a gutsy run. Stretching it out over the end zone, just laying it all out on the line. Beautiful play.
I was waiting for that Heisman moment because I knew he was the best player in football this year.
He deserved the Heisman, yeah.
Yeah, he deserved the Heisman, but I didn't really see a Heisman moment. But that was it.
Yep. It was a great play. Stretch it out over the line. Malachi Tony and Mark Fletcher played great. That was good to see. Miami defense kind of held strong. Like they did a decent job against that run game. And Indiana won. It was an all around perfect day. Well, near perfect day for me. If I had just won my bet, it would have been perfect.
What was your bet?
I had Indiana minus 8.5.
I had Indiana spread, and then I actually had the over, which really didn't think I was going to hit it until very late into the game.
Yep, that was a nail biter for that one.
Yep.
What did you get the over under at?
47.5.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Which honestly, after I got that, I think I got it the day before the game. It dropped to like 46.5. So they were expecting this to be a battle, which it was. It just they end up opening things up, especially when Indiana got that block punt.
Yep.
Miami knew they had to start opening up the game.
That block punt was a turning point for sure. It was a big turning point. That and the interception. Because
honestly, I think the other parts of the game kind of fared well. Like Indiana's offense versus Miami's defense was a pretty tight battle. Same with the adverse teams, But the special teams, I think, was the big deciding factor because I know the block punt obviously is on everybody's mind, and it was huge in itself. But if you really noticed, Indiana was winning the field position battle because of the punts. Mm-hmm. Their punting average was way better, and it just seemed like Miami was on their backs against their own end zone almost the entire time.
Right.
So huge props to Indiana for winning that one.
That is true. And they pinned them inside the 5 one time, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, it's okay. That's a field position. That sounds like a Kirk Signetti thing if I've ever heard one.
Oh, absolutely.
That's if you're not going to stay on offense, you might as well win the field position battle. But yeah, it was good. It was funny to see Michael Irvin just stand there, kind of dumbfounded, not know what to do. Mendoza's mom is a piece. We knew that.
Yep.
It was nice to see her. The cameraman, he should be. We have a nomination for horniest guy of the year already.
Honestly, you know what? I was getting thoughts about that throughout the season, but this was the icing on the cake.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
This was the icing on the cake because you can't tell me that you didn't that was you just going to a random fan in the stands.
Mm-hmm. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, the cameraman happened to point a camera at a certain individual during the game who may or may not have used to do adult filming.
Yep.
And it's still pretty hot. So, Miami fan through and through.
She is a student. She is a student at pre-law for Miami, too.
She's studying pre-law at Miami.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So she is a college student.
Okay. Yeah, well, then maybe, that was maybe the cameraman didn't know. He was just looking for a hot chick, and that's what cameramen are supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you know what? If we really go back, you have to imagine all the cameramen used to grow up back at the time when, who was it? Brent Musburger?
Mm-hmm.
Brent Musburger and his infamous little spiel on A.J. McCarron's girlfriend.
Yeah. He was
Catherine Webb.
All horny in 2009, I believe it was.
That's what they grew up with. Mm-hmm. That's what the cameramen grew up with, so that's all they know.
A.J. McCarron's girlfriend was so smoke show.
Yeah, pretty much stole the attention from that national title game because that was another blowout.
Mm-hmm. The national championships they're just blowouts. I don't know. I don't get it. I thought that they're supposed to be the two best teams. I don't know. But I'm glad we had a good one here. But yeah, that's about all I had. Good job, Indiana. Congratulations. This is something you'll be able to talk about for years and years to come. I have one quick question before we move on. Do you think this was a one and done thing for Indiana, or do you think they're gonna put together a little bit of a dynasty? Because now they're on everybody's radar. They're going to be like the Alabamas of the world, where every single team that they play is going to bring their A game every single week.
Yeah. I think everybody's scared that Kirk Cignetti is going to be the next Nick Saban. I think that's what everybody's fear is right now, just because of kind of how dominant it is, or he has been.
With 3-star players.
With 3-star players. But I think there'll be some ebbs and flows. I think he's here to stay. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's going to win national championships every single year.
Right.
Because, he might have a season like he did the one before with Indiana. Like, they were good, but they didn't. He didn't have a quarterback that could take him over the hump. And there's going to be some years he may not have that quarterback that takes him over the hump.
Right.
Like Fernando Mendoza.
Mm-hmm. We'll see how he does with the trenches, too, because that was Nick Saban's specialty. He had those big guys up front, and you could just interchange quarterbacks and running backs, and they would still dominate. So,
and that's why I think he'll be good.
Yeah, I think he might. You know what? Kirk Cignetti just might be his own person. We'll see. He just might be. Everybody's comparing him to Nick Saban, and I think that's a little unfair. But it's a compliment to him. Mm-hmm. So, that's all I had on this. You have anything else on the national championship? Congratulations to the Hoosiers.
Yeah, I got one more last thing. Mm-hmm. And this actually just may be me, because I feel like this would be all over the internet if it was otherwise. But does Mendoza's dad kind of look like Kirk Cignetti?
A little bit. I saw that, I saw that going around. It does.
So I'm not the only one.
I do think I think he looks a little bit like him.
Like a tad bit, which maybe is why he's, responding so well. He sees Kirk Cignetti like a father figure.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Quite literally.
He's still kind of young, I guess. He's in his early 20s, so yeah.
Something like that.
Papa. Yeah. Good. I'm ready to get to the spring training we got coming up?
Yep.
After this portal stuff.
We do have National Signing Day, which is
February 3rd, right?
Yeah, it's lost its flair.
Big time, because we're about to get into the transfer portal. I still think that they need to regulate this, but dude, this is exciting. And it also could be that LSU has 38 players that they're getting. They got 6 in one day. This is exciting for me. This is I'm enjoying every second of this. Again, like I said, regulations need to be applied. But while there's no regulations, let's just enjoy the Wild Wild West for what it is.
I know. The people that are complaining are the ones that are falling behind.
Yes.
It's definitely one of the...
I will admit, though, if I was falling behind, I would be complaining too.
I'd be whining. I'd definitely be whining too. But it's it's one of those things. This is football is one of the most ultra competitive sports out there. And just sports in general. It's the most competitive thing that you can have. And that's why we put rules in place to make it more fair. But if these are the rules right now.
Yeah.
Why not take advantage of it?
Yeah, I agree. Speaking of which, this LSU haul is just monstrous, dude. 38 players. We had 6 in one day, including 3 offensive linemen, which is what we really, really needed, and a middle linebacker a linebacker from Ole Miss that we signed just before midnight, which was huge, massive. I think. It sounded like Lane Kiffin just went and speed dialed the entire Ole Miss team and just was like, "Yo, do you want to come to Baton Rouge?"
Apparently, that's what he was doing.
That's what I heard. I don't know if it was true or not, but if you look at all of our transfers, we have a lot from Ole Miss. It sounds like that's pretty much what he did. He did the Penn State to Iowa State thing.
Yeah,
pretty much what he did. He just went through his phone and speed dialed everybody that he used to coach.
Also, especially since they were out of the playoffs at this point, the whole little act of him, which, I mean, I don't think it's that much of an act. I think he genuinely was pulling for Ole Miss and, in the playoffs. He wanted to see them go far.
Also, he had money to make if they won.
And if they won, too. So, but since that wore off because they were out of the playoffs, now he was getting his revenge for not being able to coach the playoffs.
Right. Yes. He's twisting the dagger, if you will. Let's see. The Hall. We have Mansur Delane's younger brother, Fahim Delane. Mm-hmm. That's a huge get, I think. I mean, Mansur Delane was he's nasty.
Yep.
I can only imagine his little brother's going to be pretty good, too. I mean, which we don't always see that. Fernando Mendoza's little brother, maybe not as good as him.
We'll maybe see next year. He committed to Georgia Tech.
He did go to Georgia Tech, but only because Indiana signed that TCU transfer.
Yeah, Josh Hoover.
Right. So we'll see. Hopefully he'll get a chance at Georgia Tech. What's his name? Brent Key.
That's definitely a good program to go to.
Yeah,
for him.
100%. I agree. We got those 3 big offensive linemen. We're still waiting. I think we can get what's his name? Jordan Seaton from Colorado. I think we can still get him. And then there's an edge rusher from Ole Miss that we're still looking at getting to. If we could get Jordan Seaton, that would just that'd be the cherry on top of a monster haul.
So apparently after his visit with LSU on Sunday, word is he canceled his trip to Eugene. Now, the only other team that's kind of in play right now would be Miami.
I thought it was Oregon. Is it Miami?
Yeah. So he canceled his trip to Eugene, Oregon.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
And then, but now Miami is technically making a late run at him because they just finished the national championship.
Right.
So obviously they're trying to get their ducks in a row as well. Mm-hmm. But yes, so a good little tip for LSU, momentum wise, seems to be gaining for Jordan Seaton.
Mm-hmm. That's another thing. I mean, it's going to be tough because the schedule's all out of whack. The people, honestly, the teams that are in the playoffs and go deep in the playoffs are kind of at a severe disadvantage with this because obviously they're game planning, which, I mean, it does suck, but I mean at the same time, the farther you go in the NFL, the later your draft pick is. So I mean, it's just kind of like a similar situation. The farther you go, the less time I guess you have, or you just hire somebody else to take care of the portal. But then again, your head coach is focused on the game, and
so are you saying that creates the competitive fairness like the NFL with the draft?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I did that just came to me on the spot. I haven't really thought that through, so take it for what you will. So that Ole Miss linebacker that we got, JT Daugherty, he led the team in tackles last year. He was one of the top linebackers in the conference. Just a fucking stud.
Yep.
Stud. So, LSU up to 38 players right now. Our quarterback class is incredible. Sam Levitt. Hassan Longstreet and Landon Clark. Sam Levitt has 2 years. Hassan has 3 years of eligibility, and
I think he has 4.
Are you sure?
I think Landon has 3, and then Longstreet has 4.
And Longstreet has 4. Okay. Either way, it was like we had a 2, 3, 4 years of eligibility. So it was. I mean, Lane Kiffin knows what he's doing, but it's still cool. I love it. I love. It was kind of nerve-wracking, though, because we just lost everybody. And I was just like, oh, my gosh, what are we going to do? And then, boom, whole new team. Yep. Whole new team. Let's see, you got anything else on the transfer portal? I have a hard time keeping up with, most of the college football landscape. I just kind of hone in and focus on LSU.
Yeah, it's tough.
There's so much going on. There's over 4,000 kids in the FBS transfer portal.
Yes. And most of the teams that have a lot of transfer portals are teams that have new coaches. So actually, Oklahoma State is up to 54 transfers right now. Mm-hmm. The only one that's in the top number that I saw that didn't have a new head coach was Colorado. So Primetime's just getting himself another team because he didn't like that season before.
Primetime's doing primetime things. He's an excellent recruiter.
But he's also kind of like a Lane Kiffin, how he kind of maybe prefers like the portal rather than recruiting. Mm-hmm. He's kind of been known to do that. So that checks out for him.
Yeah, he gets a couple of diamonds from recruiting. I think he recruited Travis Hunter.
At
Jackson State.
He had him at Jackson State.
Right.
That was big.
That was big. Oh yeah, he got like the number 1 recruit at a fucking D2 school.
Yep.
But yeah, I think the window closes. Well, Miami and Indiana have 5 days. And I'm positive Kirk Cignetti's already on top of that. Mm-hmm. His beer of choice. I just saw this on the internet.
What's his beer of choice?
Not true. Hazy double IPA.
Oh.
He likes the double IPAs because it's efficient. There's no wasted reps. You feel it from the least amount of drinking.
Okay.
So he likes a high ABV. That's how he orders his beers, via ABV.
Okay.
He said, I'll take the 8.5%.
That's a man right there.
Yeah, and it makes perfect Kirk Cignetti sense.
Yeah.
No wasted reps.
No wasted reps.
He's the most efficient way to drink beer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Would expect nothing less.
Yeah, exactly. Of course. Let's see. Oh yeah, he only drinks 1 too because he doesn't want to miss any film the next day, which also checks out. Let's see. You want to get to the NFL? We had some games.
We definitely had some games. Yeah, let's get to it.
We'll just go in chronological order. Starting with Saturday, Bills versus Broncos. Talk about a game. This was a fucking doozy of a game.
There's so much that went on in this game.
I have it in my notes. It had it all. Turnovers, overtime, controversial calls, Bo Nix injury, Sean McDermott fired, 17-point comeback, Josh Allen turning the ball over, but also doing enough to keep him in it. Like, it was crazy.
Yep.
They had the Khalil Shakir to Ray Davis hook and lateral.
Yes. Yeah.
That was more teams should do that.
Yeah.
That worked. It worked. And
we've talked about that on the show.
And they could do it a couple of times in the first half and then fake it.
Yep.
Like fake it and then go. Oh my gosh.
The more that you have the defense thinking, the more room you can create in the offense.
Oh yeah, you have the advantage. If the defense is just reacting and making plays, you're done. If they're overthinking it, you got it. You got it. That means you automatically have a step on them.
We even had a big man touchdown.
Big man touchdown. Yep. Let's see. Jeez, did you think that was a catch or an interception?
We're already going to get into that.
Yeah, I want to go straight to it. Catcher. I mean, it was like aside. We'll get to the Bo Nix injury, but aside from the Bo Nix injury, this is the craziest thing from this game.
Yeah, and because that was huge.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty obvious it was an interception, but people thought it was a because I don't know.
I just don't think, like, if the defender was involved or was not involved in this situation at all, let's say for hypothetical purposes, he was just away from the ball, I don't think Cooks completes that catch.
That's why I think it's an interception.
Yeah. So I don't care. Like, I mean, they try to put that standstill, which is definitely does not do it justice, but they do that standstill picture of where his knee is on the ground and he has, like, the ball in his hands, and it's like, no, he doesn't complete the catch. Right. That's not he doesn't complete the act of the catch at that point. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just tough because we have another instance where we'll talk about it probably in the future games that we talk about with the divisional round that people are making the analysis. But I agree. Like I said, if you do that hypothetical situation, I don't think Cooks catches that ball.
No. Yeah, I agree with that. It's yeah. They had Josh Allen had some bad turnovers. He had a bad interception. His first interception was really bad. Second one was But
I will say he's like Peyton Manning with that. He's like Peyton Manning, like it sucks that he does that from time to time, but he has the ability and he has the history of being able to make up for it. So you don't get like too like thrown back by it. But I do agree with you. I mean, You cut back 1-2 of those turnovers, you're talking about maybe a win.
Yeah, and I think he needs help. I really do. Like,
You think?
Yeah, I'm. Well, yeah, it's pretty obvious, but obviously McDermott took all the heat for this, but Khalil Shakir, not a huge fan. Keon Coleman, not meaning. I don't know.
He hasn't done.
No,
much.
he hasn't panned out the way I thought. And like they have a couple of decent tight ends, but you got to have some guys who can stretch the field.
Yep.
Like you got to get. I don't know. I heard. Now this is another thing that I just heard on the internet, but I heard Sean McDermott was complaining about the personnel on the field, the roster, weeks before this game. So I don't know. That makes me think that McDermott maybe wasn't the one making the decisions.
Yeah, probably not. And I mean, especially like the general manager. I mean, they're looking out for their job too. So like, in the sleazy side of things, it's pretty easy for a general manager to throw the head coach down to try to take the fall. But yeah, no, I heard that same rumor, and basically, if you look at like the wide receiver room, I know you talked about the big names, but they looked like they just tried to recycle receivers out there. I mean, you had Brandon Cooks, who, I mean, granted, he's done good production, but he's old.
He's old. Oh yeah, he was good.
Yep, McCole Hardman. He's been tossed around for quite some time. Hasn't really lived up to his potential. Gabe Davis, they brought him back.
Yeah.
I know he got hurt before that game, and then they've been trotting around Curtis Samuel for the last 4 years, who's played 2 games.
Right.
They
got nothing.
Yeah, can't do much with that.
Absolutely not. Kudos to the Broncos. Now, what are they going to do? They got Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah, that was tough. So it was the last play, right?
I don't know. Because I've read things where he was playing on an injured leg for the last couple of series. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just something that happened.
Yeah,
he'd been playing on it that game. Now, did Sean Payton know he was hurt? Because he's really excited about Jarrett Stidham.
Is he?
Oh, he's super excited.
Okay.
He was talking up Jarrett Stidham at the postgame presser. He announced that Bo Nix was going to be out at the presser.
That does sound like excitement.
Right. Yeah. No, he didn't wait or anything. Usually they'll wait and it'll come out. But he just went straight up to the presser and told him, "Yeah, Bo Nix is out. Jarrett Stidham's the guy. I can't wait to see what he'll do. Blah 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 blah."
Is this his strategy against the Patriots because he knows what Nick Foles did back in the day as a backup?
Also, got the Jarrett Stidham revenge factor.
Oh,
remember because Stidham was the one that was gonna be. I don't know if he was Tom Brady's backup, but he was there in 2020. I can't remember what years it was, but yeah, he was there early on. So we got a little revenge factor with the Jarrett Stidham and the Patriots. He did not work out. Did not work out very well. I don't know if that was just because Bill Belichick, but we'll see. We'll see. And it's weird because the line is only, which we'll get to, is only 5.5. Patriots versus Broncos. It's only 5.5. I figured it'd be a little more, which makes me want to bet plus 5.5 because I think both these defenses are really good.
Yeah,
Sean Payton is a mastermind. He'll make something work. So yeah, I just think they'll be close.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting that it was a close spread like that.
Maybe
all things considered.
Slam that under too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if you remember the Chargers-Patriots game, the Patriots scored 16 points. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, the Chargers only scored 3, but they scored 16. So they're not going to light up the scoreboard. They have this year, but I don't think in the playoffs, I don't think they will.
Yeah.
You have anything else on this game? It was a nice one.
It was a good one.
Good one to start it off.
Yeah.
One that wasn't very good. Seahawks versus 49ers. I have a couple of things. It was a blowout, obviously. It was over from the start.
From the get-go.
It reminded me of the what year was it? Where 2014 Super Bowl where Seattle blew out the Broncos.
Yep.
Yeah. Remember it was the snap went over Peyton Manning's head and then they recovered it for a touchdown and then from that point on it was game over.
It was just game over.
That's what this reminded me of.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
The Seahawks, they created an earthquake. That was a thing that came from this. It registered on the Richter scale, so that was
really
cool. Yeah, it was very small. It was like a 1.5 or something like that. But yeah, okay. they registered a.
It was rocking in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. That stadium gets going, dude.
Yeah.
It's one of those. It's like a top tier stadium as far as noise go, and we're appreciative of noisy stadiums.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Saturday night in Death Valley, baby.
We know a thing or two about it.
We do. Seahawks are a wagon. That's it. The defense is insane. Mike McDonald's got their defense just killing them, killing teams, stuffing, suffocating. It's there, and then Darnold's doing enough. He's doing enough.
Yeah, and that's definitely the perfect type of mold of a team that, especially like a defensive-minded head coach likes to have. Mm-hmm. Just the quarterback do enough to win. Which honestly, a lot of their pieces are falling into place offensively. Unfortunately, Zach Charbonnet actually just got reported he's out for the season.
Yeah, but they got Kenneth Walker,
who was on fire,
monster,
absolutely on fire.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp turned the clock back probably just in time. And now he's going to face the Rams.
And this one's painful for me, but even Shaheed's electric.
He frustrates me. He frustrates me a lot because I like that we did get some value out of that trade, but he can't do all this, more for the Seahawks than he did for the Saints.
Yeah,
he had 2 returns, a punt return and a kick return, in 4.5 years with the Saints. He's already got 2 returns for a touchdown with the Seahawks.
Yeah,
you can't do that. No.
I don't like that.
No, I don't like it.
No.
You can't be better at the other team. You got to be just as good or worse.
Worse. Yes, correct.
Than you were for us, but
God, he's so fast though.
He is.
Yeah, the 49ers were injured, but they're always injured. Do they just need new trainers or something? Like, what's going on? Why I don't understand why the Niners are always injured.
Well, if you've gone down the rabbit hole...
I have not.
If you've gone down the rabbit hole, apparently their facility is right next to an electric power plant.
Oh. And
there is a little conspiracy theory going around that... Since San Fran has the most amount of, since they moved to that location, the most amount of injuries, that there's some sort of EMF waves or just
EMT,
that they are, because they practice so close to that type of electricity, that is influencing a lot of the injuries that they have.
I am here for this.
Yes. Yeah. If you want a good read, go look that up on the internet. The practice facility for San Fran. They've come up with quite a tale with that.
I am here for it. Good deal. I'm gonna look that up as soon as we get done. Because it's insane.
It is
always injured. I mean, Kyle Shanahan, for the job he did, he should be. He actually is. He was getting consideration for Coach of the Year. Mm-hmm. I don't blame him. Mac Jones started for them.
Yeah.
Fuck. Shit. Mac Jones started quite a few games. So I don't know. Trent Williams was out. They had defensive injuries all over the place. Hell, Brandon Ayuk barely even played.
No one knows what's happened to him.
No, I'm done with him. Yeah, so just Seattle blowout. That's all I have.
Yeah, shoot. The 49ers start was kick return for a touchdown, 4th down, failed conversion. Gives up a field goal, fumble by Tonjes, Seattle touchdown. Yeah, it was
17-0 before you could even blink.
Exactly.
Well, congratulations, Seahawks. Y'all are going to go to the Super Bowl. Texans versus Patriots. I'll go ahead and say what everybody else has been saying, but C.J. Stroud, I think, be high-key trash. His rookie season was good, and that's what I think a lot of people have been holding on to, but he's not a good quarterback.
I think quarterbacks have like a certain timeline, or like a pretty like two-way timeline. Mm-hmm. It's like first year they're either good, and then they do a sophomore slump, or the first year they're kind of bad. They have a rough, like, Peyton Manning, and then they turn it around. And it's like the third year, like the third and fourth year is what really defines the quarterback. It's like, can they bounce back even more so? Like,
I think nowadays it's more of rookie season, they have a good season, sophomore slump, and then the third year, that's what defines them.
That's the most prevalent.
Because they don't have any tape. There's no film. Yeah, I don't know. I think that the sophomore slump is more prevalent nowadays. But yeah, he's just. Yeah, I think obviously the Patriots defense is good. They're really good. So I think he just made them look even better.
Which was sad because Houston's defense played phenomenal.
I know. And Stroud had 4 interceptions in the first half.
Yeah.
And they were still, they still could have. They still, it wasn't like they were completely out of it.
No.
At halftime.
No.
So, fuck. The defense is just, D'Amico Ryans has got him playing.
Yeah.
The weather was pretty bad. The weather was bad.
Well, especially towards the end of the game.
Towards the end of the game, it got worse, yes.
And it felt like, that's what it felt like. It was like, how are the Texans even going to pull out of this? Like, they're already down. They're playing horribly. Mm-hmm. Like, the weather gets worse. Like, how are you going to magically get better?
Yep. Both teams combined for 8 turnovers. It was just, it was kind of it was a defensive battle. That's about it.
Yeah.
I will say this. We had some phenomenal catches. The Stephon Diggs touchdown catch.
Yep.
Kayshon Boutte touchdown catch.
Yep.
Kayshon Boutte, that was over Derek Stingley Jr. Just a couple of LSU boys going at it. No big deal.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, it was. The Patriots. I think it's going to be a Seahawks Patriots Super Bowl rematch.
It kind of looks like that.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what the Broncos. We'll get to the previews when we do our picks, but the Patriots are looking really fucking nice.
They are.
They're looking really good. But that's about all I had with this one. It was just a slugfest.
I do have one question. Why doesn't Woody Marks or Nick Chubb wear gloves?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's like a.
I feel like that's a cheat code.
Yeah, wearing gloves? Yeah, 100%.
Definitely for wide receivers, but also running backs. I mean, you got to keep that ball.
It's cold too. It's cold. Why not?
Yeah,
I think that's that might be them trying to do an alpha move.
Yeah, like old school.
Yeah, intimidation factor. I'm not gonna.
I don't even need gloves.
I don't need gloves. That's that pussy shit. I don't know. If I was in anywhere near the NFL or college, I would wear gloves at all times.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I mean, it literally just sticks onto the glove.
Yeah, I don't care. I mean, honestly, even if I play defense, I'd still wear gloves. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. Let's see. You got anything else on this game?
That's about it.
All right, Rams versus Bears. Another fucking phenomenal game. Holy shit, it was cold as fuck.
It was definitely cold.
You seen that? It was cold as fuck. I figured out that's how you slow down the Rams offense. You just turn that thermostat all the way down. You just take that and just crank it all the way down.
Okay. Is that what Seattle's going to do?
Yes. See, I think Stafford has gotten used to LA weather. Stafford is he's getting acclimated to the nice 75 and sunny. He forgot about the Detroit cold and snowy.
In the Chicago.
Right. Yeah. No, I mean he was.
Oh wait, because he was previously at
he was
Detroit.
in Detroit.
Yeah.
So I think that's just he had no touchdowns. I mean, it was that's how you slow him down. But he did have a nice drive in OT. I'll give him that. It was a 10-play, 54-yard drive, capped by a 42-yard game winner by thicker kicker.
By the thicker kicker.
The thicker kicker, Harrison Mevis, whatever you call him. Yeah, that was it was exciting. The Caleb Williams throw to what was it, Colson Loveland?
No,
at the end
it was Cole Kmet. In the end zone.
In the end zone. There was the ultimate, just like that was a video game throw.
I never thought ever that I would agree with Chris Collinsworth. Find myself, agreeing with him, but like he basically did say it in the game. He was like, the strategy for Caleb Williams is to keep him in the pocket. The strategy for Stafford is to get him out of the pocket. And golly, that throw was like the prime example. Like he was back at the 40-yard line when he threw that pass.
Oh, yeah,
falling backwards.
Yes. Yeah.
Falling backwards. He's doing a fadeaway from the 40-yard line to the end zone, the back of the end zone.
Good job on Cole Kmet's part for the ball was in the air and he didn't react to it until it was halfway towards him, so that he could stave off the defender.
It looked like, and even the other defender tried to say that it was. It looked like he did offensive pass interference. You thought it was OPI at first, and then when you watched it, you were like, no, he just timed it perfectly.
Yep. I sincerely thought it was OPI at first, and I got roasted on our group chat. But it was just a great play.
Oh, you did it like a rapid reaction?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was watching it, and I was just. Yeah,
you got in the motions of the game.
Yeah,
I was. Motions of the game.
Yeah, I had the Rams minus 3.5, which I still lost, but it was yeah. This is, I mean this is basically this is epitome of every game that the Bears played.
I was about to say I'm gonna miss the 2025 Bears.
I am too.
I didn't realize I was actually ever gonna say that to a Caleb Williams led team, but yeah, I mean they had 14 games that were by single digit points.
Yeah, and half of those were in the fourth quarter, fourth quarter led drives. I do kind of wish that the Bears would have won just so that we can call the heave.
The heave.
The heave isn't as good when it's a loss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If that was a win, if that ended up in a win, the heave would go down as one of the best plays.
Yep.
So that's the only thing I really wanted.
And honestly, they had every opportunity to win this game in overtime too, because they stopped the Rams on their first drive, and then they were driving. And a miscommunication apparently by him and DJ Moore. Which they had been connecting all night, so you really can't blame one or the other.
That's why I believe it was a miscommunication.
Yeah, because they had been doing well all game long, and it just that's tough.
Yeah, it's so bad.
I mean, any other part of the game you can recover from that. You just can't recover from that drive.
Bears fans can't be too sad though. They had one of the better turnarounds in NFL history. They have their guy at coach. They have their guy at quarterback. They got their defense was decent. They can put that DJ Moore was good. They have probably one of the best tight ends in Colson Loveland in the game.
You're sounding like that Jags reporter again.
Yeah.
You did see that from last episode?
Yeah, that was good. But yeah, no, the Bears, they got something going. And I think the Rams needed this more because this is obviously Stafford's on the back end of his career. So it feels like the Rams are like it's this year or never. Not never, but now or not, it's gonna be tough. But yeah, so we got the who we got? We got the Patriots versus Broncos and Rams versus Seahawks in the championship weekend. I already told you Patriots versus Broncos. I'm just gonna hit Broncos plus 5.5, just because I think the Patriots are gonna win, but it's gonna be by 2 or 3.
It's gonna be by 2 or 3. Yeah,
that's what I'm going with there. I mean, like I said, I believe in Sean Payton to dial up some stuff for Jarrett Stidham that the Patriots are not gonna see coming.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I think you're on the ball there. I mean, I still am going to go with the Patriots at home. I don't know. I don't know how much I'm buying Jarrett Stidham.
Oh yeah, you don't. He's not good.
Yeah, I know.
He's not a good quarterback.
But
I'm not buying Jarrett Stidham. I'm buying Sean Payton.
Yeah, and you're buying Sean Payton. He's gonna throw everything that he can at the Patriots, and they're not gonna be exactly prepared for it. And then like you said, it's probably gonna be a very defensive game.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna take the Patriots minus 5.5.
Also, just in the postseason, recently in the postseason, the Patriots are not the best against backup quarterbacks in like the Super Bowl in the championship games.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just throw that out there.
Not a very good history against the backups.
No.
It's like they didn't prepare for him or something.
Tom Brady still hates Nick Foles.
Still does?
He still hates Nick Foles.
I love that.
I do too. Rams versus Seahawks. I got Hawks minus 2.5. That seems like the easiest bet I've ever done. Which, that's what makes me nervous.
I've got a team of destiny. I got plus 2.5 for the Rams.
There you go.
I just feel like the Rams have played teams that are just better than them, and they've still won. Mm-hmm. It's just like, I don't know. I got a team of destiny. I think...
What's the weather going to be like in Seattle, though? That's going to be a big
That'll be a big factor on it. I didn't check that. That actually is a good point, because as we know now... Matthew Stafford's basically on his retirement mode. He's used to that LA weather now.
Yep. I don't know. It just seemed, again, this is probably like, this is why it scares me so much. I saw Hawks minus 2.5, and I'm like, I don't know why I would not bet this.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, cool. Well, we don't agree on either. So there we go.
Got 2 head-to-head matches.
Head-to-head. I love it. Let's get into some coaching hires and fires real quick here before we head out. Dude, first of all, this is tied for the most total coaching changes in the NFL. There's 10 total.
10 head coaching?
10 coaching changes in the NFL.
Okay.
I'm not saying all of them were firings because Mike Tomlin stepped down. Mm-hmm. John Harbaugh and the Ravens parted ways. So they're not firings, but there's been 10 coaching changes. And that, like I said, that ties the NFL record. Oddly enough, this has been done 4 other times.
Really?
Yeah, most recently being 2022. In 2022, there was 10 coaching changes. 2006, there was 10 coaching changes. That's the Sean Payton, highlighted by Sean Payton. 1997 and 1978. All 10 coaching changes. Now, 1978, there was 28 teams, so that was 36% of the league. Ooh. So that's technically more. But what the crazy part is, with these 10 new coaches this year, there were 7 last year. There's going to be over 50% of the coaches in the NFL that are going to be less than 2 years tenured. Ooh. So it's a lot of new coaches. I think that means it's kind of anyone's season. It's open season.
It will be open season. And you have to imagine like the veteran coaches are really going to take advantage of that. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I definitely put your stock on your Mike Variables.
Yep. No, he's one of them. He's a rookie head coach.
Yeah, but I would say people that have been a head coach for long tenures, not at the present franchise,
right.
But
I'm saying Sean McVay. I think he could probably take advantage of it.
I think if he wins a Super Bowl, he's riding off the sunset with Matthew Stafford.
I wouldn't blame him. He's still young, though.
He is.
And, yeah, so I think – I know we've talked about this already, but Matt LaFleur, I think he could take advantage of it next season as well.
Sean Payton.
Sean Payton, yes. Sean Payton is another one. So we'll see. We'll see. I just thought that was an interesting stat before we got into coaches.
Yeah, that is.
Let's start with the Falcons. Falcons hired Kevin Stefanski. I have some Atlanta friends that are upset with this. They were not happy when this happened.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Oh, you asked it.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm confused. I'm confused. He's like, he brought the Browns to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
He won a playoff game with the Browns.
And don't make no mistake about it. The Browns are a mess. They are a disarrayed franchise, have been forever, and he took them to the playoffs.
He won a playoff game with the Browns. What else do I need to say? I mean, I got all sorts of stuff. He was 2-time Coach of the Year with the Browns.
With the you had to say it in the voice, with like the playoffs.
Dude,
the Browns.
He went to the playoffs amid the Deshaun Watson saga.
Yeah.
With the Browns.
Oh, gosh.
Dude, he's like, what more do you want from a coach with the Browns?
With the Browns.
I don't the Browns are the biggest dumpster fire of any organization, and he had success with them.
Yeah.
That's all I have. I just really didn't understand. It really irked me whenever they said they were not happy with the hire. So I wanted to do that. And I hate the Falcons.
Yeah, I don't want them to have a good hire.
Me neither. I just don't. It confused me. I don't know. But yeah, Falcons hire Stefanski. I think you think it's a good hire too.
Yep.
Miami, Jeff Hafley. I think it's a nice hire.
Yeah.
He's a defensive guy. I think that he needs to find an offensive guru, to kind of, I don't know. Yeah. To compliment him. I don't know.
Yeah, he is. He must have nailed the interview process too. I just don't know what on paper it does for him, because he's never been an NFL head coach.
No, he was coach at Boston College for 4 years,
and he went 22-26 as his record.
He was bowl eligible. He wasn't even bowl eligible all 4 years. He was bowl eligible 3 of the 4 years.
Now, Boston College is a hard place to win.
Correct.
I'm not going to say that's an easy job, but still, you'd like to see a little bit of a better record than that. I haven't seen the Green Bay Packers defense be outstanding.
Okay, I will say this. This is one thing that kind of switched me. This what made me like him. In 2019, he was the co-defensive coordinator for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Okay.
His nickname was the Wizard.
The Wizard.
The Wizard.
Okay.
He's really good at disguising coverages. That's one of his it's one of his things. I think that's why he was called the Wizard. I'm just guessing on that one, but I know he's good at disguising coverages. Yeah, if you got the nickname the Wizard and you're a defensive guy, I'm on your team.
Okay. Yeah, that adds some credit and adds a little pedigree to you.
Yeah.
I can see that. The other thing, I did do some digging. He does have connections with the new general manager, John Eric Sullivan. They have been at Green Bay for the past 2 years, so a little connection there kind of made it a little bit more sense as far as the hiring goes.
Got it. Okay, well, yeah, you did better research than I did. I just, the Wizard, and I'm like, all right, sold.
Well, when I saw, I was looking on paper, I was like, this isn't adding up. I was like, all right. And then when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's the only reason it makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of defensive-minded head coaches, which, if you look at the AFC and NFC championship games, a lot of defensive, or even the divisional games, a lot of these playoff teams are really defensively sound. The Rams, defensively sound. Seahawks, the best defense in the nation. Patriots, defensively sound. Broncos, awesome defense.
The league's kind of turning a little bit.
It is. It's turning a little bit. It went from all offensive to now. We're back to the defense wins championships. I think history is repeating itself. But yeah, I think it's a nice hire from Miami. Let's see. Speaking of a defensive-minded coach, Titans hire Robert Salah. I think he should get another chance.
Oh, definitely.
You can't judge someone based off of what they did at the New York Jets.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless you're Adam Gase. Adam Gase was terrible. But I think this is a decent hire for the Titans. Again, defensive guy. He wasn't good at the New York Jets, but it was the New York Jets. Okay, his defenses at the San Francisco 49ers have been awesome. Mm-hmm. And good for him. If he doesn't work out at the Titans, he can just always go back to the Niners. The Niners will always take him back.
They will always take him back.
Yeah. So yeah, just I like it. I don't mind it.
No, I think it's a good hire. I think it's a good hire for Robert Saleh as well. I mean, I love him as a coach. I think he was great with New York Jets. I thought they were going in the right direction. I think they just gave up on him too soon because of the whole...
It's New York media.
It's New York media, and then like Aaron Rodgers was kind of throwing a wrench into everything.
Yep.
Especially with the 1 year he got injured. That was the year they thought they were going.
Oh yeah, 100%. I remember seeing Robert Saleh. That was I think they were Hard Knocks that year.
Yep. Exactly.
They were excited. They were excited.
And then the Titans do have, I think, $100 million in the cap this year as well.
Aren't they like they're top 5 or something?
Yeah, they've got a lot of money to spend.
You know,
so he can construct the roster the way he wants it.
You know, Seattle is number 4 with cap.
Ooh, I did not know that.
Yeah, dude, they have the best team in the NFL, and they have a shit ton of money. It's not fair.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Not fair. So yeah, we'll see how the Titans do with Robert Saleh at the helm. He's got his quarterback, I think, maybe. Do you think he'll like Cam Ward?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Robert Saleh likes to. All right, I don't think he especially defensive-minded coaches. They like to do more of a game manager type of quarterback. So Cam Ward actually kind of succeeded in that role.
He kind of fits the bill.
Yeah, well, at Miami, that's kind of what Mario Cristobal expects from a quarterback. So if he kind of just throws him into that role again and then tries to maybe rely on defense, that could be a good system that works for Cam Ward. So I like it.
Yeah. The last one I have is the Giants hired John Harbaugh almost immediately after he left the Ravens. This is obviously I think that was probably the most obvious hire of all the coaches. Right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's just he's happy to be in New York, which is a rare thing, I think. He's got Jackson Dart, Cam Scatterbo, like he's got Malik Neighbors, a promising defensive line. John Harbaugh is right where he needs to be. He'll provide some stability. I think he'll be fine with the New York media. It's a perfect hire.
Yeah, there's a lot of excitement with going to a New York team the media.
You sound skeptical.
Yeah, because that kind of wears on you at a certain point, having all that media attention and such.
But he's a Harbaugh.
He is a hardball, so he'll navigate it through fine. But I'm just saying that excitement might wear off just a little bit.
Off. Yeah, even New York media has cracked even the toughest of coaches. So we'll see. I hope he does well in New York.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said, he had his choice. I mean, and Giants would have hired him the next day if Harbaugh would have made his decision at that point. But there is a lot of things to like about the Giants. I mean, they still have a nasty D line and some good components on the defense. So, and I know Harbaugh at this point of his career wants to do like a plug and play where he can have success kind of immediately.
One thing, the last thing I have on this, he's gonna look so weird in that blue. It's gonna be an adjustment period. He's gonna look so weird in that blue.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's gonna take me a minute.
Yeah, it's because I guess it's kind of like I don't know, maybe just like the purple and blue, like they have like that shades of each other sometimes, but like
you can't get purple unless you mix blue and red. So.
Exactly, but the like purple's so bold and that blue is so bold. Like yeah, I can see that.
I'm picturing it, and like you know how the internet immediately comes out with the new coaches and the new team's attire. It's gonna take me a minute. That's all.
Yeah, that's gonna take a second. I get it.
Real quick, it's funny the Raiders have their quarterback before they have their coach. You know, with the number 1 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see who they get. It's Vegas though, so I don't think they'll have a problem finding a head coach. It's just like depends on which one they want. And honestly, I'm the team I'm most interested to see who they get is the Steelers. I'm very interested to see who the Steelers get.
I have a feeling it's not going to be a big name. I have a feeling it's going to be something like they internally did some homework and.
Well, I mean, it's going to be a 34-year-old. Mike Tomlin was 34. Bill Cowher was 34. They were all, they just hired the young. I think they just try and hire the young up-and-coming guy.
Well, they know that they're going to hold him on, hold on to him for the next 20 years. So they're like, okay.
At least 14 years.
Yeah, we don't want, to hire some 50-year-old and then have a 74-year-old by the time we fire him.
Right,
so
yeah.
It just doesn't make sense.
It is crazy they've had 3 coaches since 1969.
It is wild.
That's a pretty wild stat there. But yeah, that's all I have on the coaching. We'll get to the coaches a little more whenever they get hired. And yeah, that's closes the book to the 2025 college football season. It was a doozy. It was a roller coaster ride for LSU fans. I know that.
Yeah.
Especially with the midseason firings, the expectations at the beginning of the season versus the complete collapse, and then the rebuild.
Yeah.
So, we'll have some college football transfer portal news and everything, and we'll but yeah, the college football's done. Now we got championship weekend. You got anything else, John?
I think that wraps it up.
All right, we'll see y'all next week. Love y'all.
Later.